all of my wonderful English 105 students. Welcome to our introductory video for the week of April 20th. This is our next to last introductory video of this semester, so we're almost done, definitely getting close to the finish line. So congratulations to all of you. I feel like we've been doing really well as far as keeping up with the course tasks, modules, assignments, and kind of following through on everything. I'm going to try to keep this video relatively short compared to the others because I know we got a lot of work to get done to close out this semester. But I do want to go over what we have on the agenda. And I think this is also an important video just to kind of give you a few details of what you'll be working on and kind of explain a little bit about why each thing is important and how we're working on it. So let's go ahead and check out our plan coming up and explain some of those items in detail. So we do have a final portfolio preparation guide that you'll review on your own time, and I'll have you take a look at that and hopefully get some really good ideas for how to put together and assemble your portfolio this semester. You're going to review the SOAR model, S-O-A-R, for synthesis, and this is just two slides that kind of show you what this model looks like, how you can kind of utilize it to synthesize your rhetorical analysis, which is one important aspect of our portfolio. We have an assignment that's a little bit multi-layered. It's a self-editing and big rules for strong writing. This is going to be due by the end of the day, Friday, like we normally do during our modules with online. I would give yourself a couple of hours set aside to work on this. What you're going to do is you're going to examine a slideshow and take a few notes about practices and tips and best ideas for self-editing. You're also going to look about big rules for stronger writing, and it kind of gets into looking at verb structures and different kinds of phrasings and other aspects of what to avoid and what to accentuate. So another way to think about editing. And then I'm going to have you look at examples of past student work in two different samples, and you're going to basically edit those as practice and then submit what you noticed and what you discovered in that process to BB Learn. So definitely give yourself some time for that. You're going to submit the draft of the cover letter for your final portfolio. And this is definitely going to be a working draft because you may not have gotten to the revisions yet. What I want to do is just see that you're kind of setting up the letter well, that you're addressing somebody who cares about your education in a thoughtful way, that you're addressing the learning outcomes. And then as far as the revisions go, you can placehold for that if you haven't done them yet, just to say what project you're going to revise and how you're going to revise it. But when you go back to revise the cover letter and edit it before you submit it, you'll want to make sure you update it to tell what you did in that process. Finally, you'll submit your presentation for a grade Friday. This is one of our last big projects of the semester. You should have all the information you need for that, but that will go up before the end of the day Friday. If you get stuck, you have any technical issues, just email me. We can do modest extensions for that, but just keep in mind that's what we got going on. Last thing I'll just note here is that the blue ones are showing that we have final portfolio guide and the SOAR model as basically informational material, so nothing needs to be submitted. I just want to make that clear. I will point out too, we got two visuals here. One is from Ava Smith, who did this basically poster for us for Anne Lamott earlier this semester, and I apologize, I can't remember who did this Lego model, but it was one that I really liked from the writing process Lego activity. So if it's yours, you might email me, let me know. I can send out credit later. So that's all we have for this week, but it's plenty, a lot to do, especially getting that cover letter together, getting your presentation submitted, and that editing activity will take you a little bit of time to develop and put together as well. So reach out if you have any questions, let me know, and I again hope everyone is staying healthy for you and your family and that everything's going well in this time of pandemic and social distancing. And I'm looking forward to closing out this semester with you, and again, congratulations for getting this far. We're just really just down to the last few items to close out our semester. Best wishes, everyone, and we'll talk to you next week.